Hi guys, my name is Ellie, welcome to my channel, and I want to do a foundation review or first impressions wear test. I tend to do products like this. I do the application and the first impressions, I check the wear, and then I generally, as long as the product isn't horrible, I keep wearing it till the end and I post a second full detailed review once I've finished the foundation. So what I want to try out today is Maybelline, the new 24-hour, I think it's the Super Stay, yeah. Super Stay full coverage, and this is in 110 porcelain. Hopefully it's a good color. We'll find out. I've also been told it oxidizes, so maybe it will shift down. I tried to think that I was good at things and order a color without swatching in store, but I'm pale. We'll see what happens. This also ties into I want to try more drugstore products this year. I feel like I kind of went straight into... Oh! Beauty blender on the run! I knocked it over. It's not a beauty blender. It's a Real Technique sponge, but beauty sponge type thing. I got into makeup when I was older, and so I was watching a lot of YouTube, and most people, you know, the ones people are really raving about are often higher end brands, so I kind of skipped that and went straight into, like, Ulta and Tarte and Bare Minerals and stuff like that. So I want to go back and play with some of the drugstore stuff and see what the comparable quality and awareness is. I need to get a mirror so I can see what I'm doing to my face. I'll be right back. I swear I plan for things sometimes. So, I have my mirror, I have a brush and a beauty sponge. I'm going to do as far into this on my own as I can. I do have the RCMA No Color Powder in a little sifter here, and just the last little bits left, and I really like it better than the powder I'm using now, so I want to try and give this foundation the best chance to not be horrible, because I would really like to like it and be able to keep wearing it, but, you know, shit happens. From what I've seen, I'm knocking over more stuff. I just need to move stuff away from my hands. I have not tried the original formula before they reformulated, so this is new for me. So if you have a favorite drugstore foundation that goes light enough for me, that is good for very oily skin and leaves a matte finish. I have tried L'Oreal Pro Matte. I did use that. I liked that, but it was a little thick. I do want to retry it at some point. So, I have my under eye primer on. I have NYX First Base Priming Spray, which I did learn the other day is a lot better if I hold it further away from my face. So, I know, I'm extra with it, but I just feel like I'm supposed to get it like an even coat everywhere, and since it's a spray, it's hard to make sure it catches everything. So, let's check this out. Yeah, let's get this going. Put it on my face. So for the brush, I have this little Point Perk from Sephora. It is the Mini Flawless Airbrush, which I have used with foundation before, and I really like it. So I'm going to try brush on this half, beauty blender on this half. So let's just try one pump to start. Oh, that's a little light. Quite light. Quite light, quite thick. Good thing it's winter. Oh, fuck. Sorry, small people with delicate sensibilities. So it is really thick. But one pump does go pretty far. And the more I blend it, the better it's looking to me. Okay, that looks less horrible. that first couple of swipes was just very pale. So I think this is going to be one of those ones that's good for me to blend in and still see some of my skin underneath. Oh, I've got a little baby scab from some kind of thing on my face. So that is 1/2 on, half without. Brush is good. Let's try it on, not Beauty Blender, Real Techniques sponge thing, Beauty Blender dupe, pretty much. Just do one pump there. Spread it out, and since it went up here on my other one, I think this is one of those good foundations. Normally, I need about a pump per third of my face, so I'll do like this half of my forehead. This is, I think, thicker than the ones I've been using, so you don't need as much, which is good. That means if it works well, it'll last me longer. Sorry, I went over onto that side, but we'll be fine. So, between the two sides, I think, I don't know, the brush side's a little better. I'm pale on both sides, so let's hope that we can fix it with blush and stuff, because that's my life. I think they're both pretty good. They're not, I've been spoiled lately by other foundations, so. Yeah, you can kind of see a lot of my skin texture and pores, at least in person, but also I'm sitting in a weird section of my room. I don't normally put my foundation and stuff on at this spot, so we'll see how it goes. It's nice that it only takes 2 pumps to do my whole face. That's pretty good. Then next, I normally do cream blush before I get any powder on, so I'm going to use Holiday Super Shock Cheek from ColourPop. And we'll see if this disturbs any of the foundation. And I pick that up on a beauty blusher, which if you have not tried a small beauty sponge on your cream blushes, it's really nice. Yeah, this blush is looking kind of stark because of how pale my face ended up. But I think it'll calm itself down. Yeah, that's not bad. We'll do it on the other side. Oh dear, that's too much. Too late! Even it out. Not really. I'm just gonna bounce over this one with some extra product. Okay, that'll do. Alright, so now the other test is setting my foundation with powder, which it has kind of dried down very quickly, very matte. So let's see what happens. That is immediately helping with how my pores look. Oh, I like this powder so much more than the powder I'm using. Why? So, I'm gonna go do the rest of my makeup and I will check back in with how my finished look is. And it should be about 1 p.m. right now, and we will do hourly check-ins, or not hourly, whenever I feel like something's changing, check-ins. See you guys in a bit. So, all the stuff's on. It does look like a better match in this lighting, so I'm just a corpse. We'll just disregard me always thinking things are really, really light, and then that's just my skin tone. So, everything seems to be sitting really nicely on it. I do touch my under eyes, which I did put foundation there when I do my waterline stuff, and I don't have any dents or impressions. Nothing's lifted up while we put anything on. I think I'm alright with it right now. I think I've been spoiled by Fenty and the Tarte one. Not Tarte, Too Faced. Tarte is good ones too. So, I'm trying to not be extra about it, because the Fenty one just melts into my skin and just looks like skin, whereas this looks a little bit like foundation, but doesn't really feel like I'm wearing anything, so that's not bad either. So it is about 2 p.m., so it's been on for an hour. Got regular skin shift, that's just how my skin looks, and we'll keep track of when I get oily. So, I thought I'd give you guys a look at it outside just because I happen to be out doing errands. Yeah, like it looks really nice. I still have kind of the satiny skin type finish. So it's 3:45. So it is now 8 p.m. and we have more updates on my face. As you can see, I've gotten shiny, which is not the worst. The thing I'm worried about is here, and kind of just in different sections. You can see that it's patched off, or at least I can see in person that, like, I can see the tiny little bit of freckles that I have. I can see what my skin looks like as compared to the section that didn't wear off, so I'm not happy, because this doesn't happen. Yes, I get oily, but most of my foundation stays on my face. So we're going to try it again tomorrow, see if it does any better, and if it doesn't do better tomorrow, it's going back. I don't want foundation that doesn't stay on my face, especially because I don't touch my face. That's probably one of the reasons foundation stays on my face, was I don't touch it, I don't rub it, I didn't wear sunglasses today. I did all of one errand, and I think the most I did was, like, resting on my cheek. I didn't, like, rub the part of my face that the foundation's gone, it's just disappeared. So, we'll come back tomorrow and see if it does it again. And if it does, no, we are not keeping this foundation. Shininess I can deal with. It patching off and disappearing, especially when it's for me, a noticeable difference between where the foundation has left and where it still is. Like, my nose looks fine, but you can kind of see just, like, the coloring, and that area is different than the center of my nose. Because it, for some reason, didn't wear off my nose. So, we'll try it again tomorrow and see what happens. So I wore the foundation again today, and it seems to be holding up a little better. Like, I'm still shiny, but it hasn't patched off. So I think that foundation will pair well with the powder I'm using, because I put it on with a puff and kind of basically bake my whole face, just because that's just the way that powder works on my face. So we are not returning it. We are going to wear it and see how it goes. I think it does work better once the blush is on and everything. It doesn't look super corpsey. Kind of matches my general corpsiness. And I don't have to worry as much about it wearing off. That looks like that was just something weird it did yesterday. So thank you guys for watching. Good thing I gave this a second chance because it looks pretty good. And if you want to see the thoughts at the end video, because once I finish up a product, like this foundation I'm about to just put on and wear as my daily foundation for a couple months until it's gone, so I will potentially have more thoughts afterwards if I have any issues or anything like that, or if turns out the patching's more consistent than the wearing nicely. We'll find out in the other video, which is going to be a much more detailed review after I've fully used the product up. Go ahead and subscribe, and then you will see that then. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm pretty alright with this foundation. We're keeping it. I'll see you guys later.